Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Winter session of Parliament begins. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges political parties to take collective efforts to make the session more productive. President Droupadi Murmu says technology can be used to make governance more effective, speedy, transparent, and people-oriented. Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral R. Kumar says Hornbill Festival of Nagaland is being showcased at G20. And Day 7 of Hornbill Festival witnesses Strongmen and Crossfit competitions. Now the news in detail. Winter session of Parliament has begun today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged political parties to take collective efforts to make the sessions more productive. Modi expressed confidence that the Rajya Sabha will attain a new height under the leadership of new chairman Jagdeep Dhankar. Welcoming him on the first day of the winter session in the Rajya Sabha, the Prime Minister congratulated Dhankar. Modi said the Rajya Sabha is India's biggest strength, as many of the country's prime ministers have worked as members of this house. Congratulating the chairman, leader of the opposition Mallikarjun Kharge said the role of protector of the house is more important than other responsibilities. Rajya Sabha chairman Jagdeep Dhankar said he is grateful for the opportunity provided to him and is looking forward to contributing in the growth trajectory of the country. He said the nation expects the House of Elders to take direction in reaffirming and enhancing the core value of the Republic. President Droupadi Murmu has said that technology can be used to make governance more effective, speedy, transparent, and people-oriented. The officer trainees of Indian Police Service, Indian Postal Service, Indian Railway Accounts Service, and Indian Revenue Service and officers of Indian Radio Regulatory Service today called on the President Murmu at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Addressing the officers, she said the governance system has huge confidence in their capabilities to implement the policies of national significance and shape the future of the people. She said they are expected to follow a citizen-centric approach while taking decisions in their respective services. Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral R. Kumar has said that the Hornbill Festival this year coincides with India assuming the presidency of G20. He said this festival is being showcased at G20 in pursuance of its inclusivity, one birth, one family, and one future. Admiral Kumar was attending the NEZCC cultural program of the 7th day of the Hornbill Festival 2022 held at Kohima today. He maintained that over the years the festival has exponentially grown in scope, scale and stature. The Navy Chief said the festival is already a landmark event in the tourist calendars across the globe and described the festival as a reflection of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat. He expressed his fascination to see such diverse display of art, food, songs, dance, customs and traditions in just one place. The Navy Chief also informed that about 200 personnel from Nagaland are serving in different capacities in the Navy. He further informed that Indian Navy has been interacting with students at various schools in Nagaland. The Navy Chief also informed that a naval biking expedition is underway in the northeast region, and the Navy's pavilion set up at Kohima showcased the efforts towards innovation and indigenization. This is an important part of the national effort of Atmanirbhar Bharat, he added. He said the Indian Navy is looking forward to joining hands with startups in Nagaland. Sedeviso Geritsu defended his title for the third time as the strongest man in Nagaland at the 5th edition of Hornbill International Strongman and Crossfit men and women competition held today at Kohima. The event was held as part of the Hornbill Festival 2022. The strongman competition featured truck pulling, death lift, log lift and farmer's walk, amongst others, tasks where Geritsu dominated all the segments. The second position was spiked by Vikas Usham from Manipur, and the third place went to KVP Lina. In the Naga CrossFit men category, Bisekoto Kuri defended his title as the fittest man for the second time, while the second place went to Imli Younger Iyer and Kuemere Ringer backed the third position. In Naga CrossFit women's category, Machen was declared the winner, while Hadulepal Smalun secured the second place and Imse Bendla was placed third. All the winners received cash awards along with certificates. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Zonoboro Deputy Commissioner Rahul Panudas Mali has said that the administration along with the SP Zonoboro would see to it that election is conducted cleanly and fairly in the district. Stressing on clean electoral roll and clean election, the DC appealed to people for their cooperation and support. The DC was speaking at a program on systematic voters' education and electoral participation held at the Town Hall Zonoboro yesterday. He further assured sternest of actions towards disturbing elements like usage of alcohol, drugs and money in luring voters. Zonoboro Superintendent of Police Vishal Chauhan spoke on the availability and preparedness of the security. He said there are enough capable officers and security personnel to maintain tranquility in the district. Indian Navy motorbike team, the Sea Riders, in collaboration with Central Bureau of Communication Field Office, Kohima, held a cultural media interactive program at the Multimedia Exhibition Hall on Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav at Kisama yesterday. The Sea Riders, in partnership with Royal Enfield, is embarking on an epic motorcycle expedition to commemorate the 75th year of independence across the 7 states of northeast India from November 25 to December 14th. Addressing the media, Captain Sumit Puri informed that the team consists of 17 riders, including 3 female riders. The event is also being organized as part of Indian Navy's Look-East policy to encourage men and women of the Northeast to join the Indian Navy. During the expedition, the Sea Riders will interact with students at various schools and introduce the spirit of adventure while making them aware about the Indian Navy. The expedition is covering some of the toughest and most breathtaking terrains in northeast India and witnessing the famous Hornbill Festival. Fostering climate-resilient upland farming system in the northeast, Focus held a 2-day workshop on strengthening project interventions at the Capital Convention Hall, Kohima. Agriculture Production Commissioner and MT, Focus Nagaland, Y. Kigedo Sema, in the closing session yesterday encouraged all the staff to perform diligently in the jobs they are assigned to. Kigedo emphasized on the importance of external funds and projects coming into the state. He said after 56 years of statehood, Focus project funded by International Fund for Agriculture Development is the first external aided project implemented in Nagaland under Agri and Allied Department. The workshop was attended by officers and staff from the 8 implementing project districts and staff from state project management. The APC urged all team members to make the best use of remaining project periods, as there is hardly 15 months for the project to wind up. Union Minister for Electronics and Information Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has said that 5G services have started in 50 towns across the country so far. In a written reply in the Lok Sabha today, the minister said telecom service providers have started the services from October. Vaishnav said the service providers are providing 5G services to their subscribers with 5G-enabled devices at no extra cost. Centre today clarified that there is no proposal to privatize Indian Railways. This was stated by Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav in a written reply in the Lok Sabha today. He also denied that the number of persons recruited through Railway Recruitment Board have declined in the recent years and the number of contractual employees is steadily increasing. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Winter session of Parliament begins. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges political parties to take collective efforts to make the sessions more productive. President Droupadi Murmu says technology can be used to make governance more effective, speedy, transparent and people-oriented. Chief of Naval Staff Admiral R. Kumar says Hornbill Festival of Nagaland is being showcased at G20. And Day 7 of the Hornbill Festival witnesses Strongmen and Crossfit competitions. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.